What gets me tight is later on. What happens later on? So then she, Toji goes there, because he knew, because they were gossiping at the shop or whatever the fuck. Toji's like, oh, he didn't show up? Then I'll go on the vacation with you. But he follows her. He basically stalks her onto the vacation. She didn't know he was there. She was like, oh, Toji. Then the storm happens because of plot. And then they end up going to the hotel room that Kairi got for him and Momo. Only to have sheep. Stereotype thunder to hit. Her getting scared. And then they end up making out and possibly fucking. Only for Kairi. She turned her phone off. She had the audacity to turn her phone off the whole time on her trip there. So he's frantically calling her, calling all his friends. He even calls Sai to help him, and Sai gets him to his destination. But because of the damn storm, the train stopped. That's the whole reason Momo and fucking Toji went to the fucking hotel in the first place. Anyway, the point is, so Kairi, he's like, damn it, if the train ain't gonna work, fuck it, I'll take a taxi. He uses all the money he got to take the damn taxi. The taxi goes as far as it goes because there's rubble in the middle of the road, which again, plot! So then he climbs the rubble, then he calls the fucking hotel. He's like, man, maybe she went to the hotel. Then the hotel is like, man, you know, Momo, her and a friend went in. You know, they just checked in. Do you want me to leave a message? And the nigga sits there depressed. And I'm like, damn, this nigga went through all that. Went through a whole storm. All his money. Walked miles. And you just fucked your ex, basically. Y'all didn't fully break up. And you know this. And because you didn't, and then he ends up seeing y'all leave together the next day. And then you're like, then you start to blame everybody else and be like, man, if I only knew. Bitch, why didn't you have your fucking phone on? And then later on while you're dating Toji, you're over an hour late because you're talking to the nurse. Because you're confused on how your heart feels. Because Sai told you the damn truth that you're a bitch and that you should have known. Don't blame everybody else because you're confused. You had the fucking audacity. Momo gets me tight. Like, Kairi was a genuine good man. He loved her, and once he realized he was in love with her, and once the nurse told him, like, look, you need to put her first, he was like, fuck all that, I'm going to be the best person I can be, I will change for this girl. Toji didn't change for Momo. After Momo and Toji chose to be together, and after they fucked and went back home, because she was feeling confused, he wouldn't let her go. So he forces her onto the bed, kisses her, and she starts crying, and then he's like, get out of my house. Get out. And leaves her in the cold and rain. And then if someone says, oh, but he said I knew. It's because he thought about it after he kicked her out the damn house. That's why they animated him crouched, but that whole conversation could have happened still in the damn house. There was no need to kick her out. There was no need for that fight. There was no need for any of that. Everything happened for the fucking plot. And I'm pissed about that, bro. It's like, dude. So many unnecessary things. So many episodes for no reason. It could have ended, honestly, on like episode 415. There are so many times I'm like, why is there more episodes? Oh my gosh, I have to sit here for more episodes. Now that I got that out of my system, now quickly add on to Momo, just her character on itself. Momo. I don't like Momo because Momo is an indecisive, entitled, cheap, naive anime protagonist. she feels obligated to do something. Obligated. Mind you, Sai put it through hell. Sai not only was a homewrecker on multiple occasions, literally a home wrecker. She literally went and came into the home unannounced, dressed up as her, kissed her boyfriend, literally did everything to ruin her life, got her bullied on harsh boundaries. She really tried to ruin this chick's life, and Momo wanted to be the white knight and just keep on, just because she felt obligated to do something. Honestly, I feel they only did that for the plot.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
If we're really being honest, thinking about it, Sai was not the villain of the story. Like,
Facts. She was the one who was the hero, because she was the one who said, bitch, here's all your flaws. I noticed something, right? When she spoke, though she was manipulative and said a lot of bullshit and lies, she also said some truths too. In those lies, she said a lot of truths too, and the characters didn't want to open up about it, so she basically forced it out. That's what Sai mainly did. She forced all the bullshit out of them. Yes, for her personal gain, but then also when she had a change of heart and become honest, she's also still forced the bullshit out of him. And it's like, look, you're being an asshole right now. Why are you giving up? You're acting like it's all over already. Like, get a grip. And then she tells Momo, which I love, she's like, Momo, you've been a bitch to him. He did all that for you, and then basically you just going to go and fuck another nigga? You're a damn hypocrite. While meeting Toji, you were over an hour late, and you expected him to be nice to you? And you only gave, what's his name, 5 minutes? You were over a fucking hour late. That was more than damn 5 minutes. He was there early. You gave Toji more respect. You would jump out of a window for him just for him to listen to you. But for Kyrie, you wouldn't give him more than 5 minutes.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I actually feel pain, Olivia. I feel pain at those things. Wait, hold on. You sound a little far away.
Oh, yeah. Does it sound better?
That's a little clearer.
Alright.
That's
so, remember, I just moved one of them to my mouth. Remember?
Right.
At the beginning of the thing, I was like, you want to have a love-hate relationship with Kyrie and Sai.
Yes.
You're going to hate Toji. You're going to hate Momo.
Yes. Because I started clapping for Sai at some points. I'm like, this bitch is a dedicated hoe. She reminded me of Ho Highness. Like, I never saw someone so dedicated. She was, to me, those two characters were the only characters who were consistent and written consistently. Especially Sai. She was written so consistently, her actions to me, I could understand and I could actually see why she did those actions. However, Momo and Toji didn't make no fucking sense because their character development, their characters were so blank that the writers didn't know what to say. They just wanted to make that shit a tragedy and keep making it fall and fall and fall. So they were like, okay, what plot devices can we use to make this shit go worse and worse and worse? What's the most stereotypical plot device? My goodness, I actually really felt insulted. Like, I was screaming for a while, like, you know that silent scream? Like the silent rant? I had a silent rant to Jen on this shit. I had a whole silent rant. Well, I felt it was silent. But to me, bro, Sai, I have to give Sai credit because Sai is the one who pushed them all in the right direction. If it wasn't for Sai, she wouldn't be with Kyrie.
No. The funny thing is, Kyrie was always there though. Kyrie was always
Exactly.
there.
Thank you about that.
But no one believed her when Sai was being manipulated and a bitch.
He
was
did.
Like, nah, I know what you mean.
Exactly,
I
bro.
got, no, this nigga was calling up shorties that he never talked to.
Like, he knew, bro.
Just to expose Sai. Just for her.
Like, Kyrie was a real one. While Toji needed to hear all this shit, he needed to hear it from Kyrie himself. He needed to hear it from Kyrie because he wouldn't take it from Momo. Like, bro, why would you believe her? That makes no fucking sense. Are you her boyfriend? You're supposed to trust one another. There was no trust. You expect her to have full trust in you, and you could even man up and said that you kissed Sai? Come on, she had to see it for her damn self. And Kyrie was still there trying to help y'all be in a good relationship. He's still. Sai, I have to be honest though. Sai only changed because she was fucking with Kyrie's brother. The only reason she changed was because she fell in love. Other than that, she would have still been a bitch. And still been like, look at me, bitch, look at me, Pearl, look at me, Pearl. Which still is in her character, but I'm happy that she had character development. She was the only one who had development. Her and Kyrie are the only ones to me who had development in their characters. Because Kyrie realized that he needs to see like what's in front of him, what he has in front of him, and realized not to let it go. And Sai realized, you know, I was a bitch. I did some awful things. So let me at least try to redeem myself. I know who I am. I know I'm nosy. I know I'm an instigator. I know I'm a bitch. But I was trying to be the best bitch I could be. That's what Sai was. And as much as she had me mad throughout most of the majority of the series, she had me upset. But in the end, I had to clap a few times for it because she was a real one. Even though she was still a hoe. She was consistent. That was her character. Like, that was her actual character. I can't tell you Momo's character. I can't tell you Toji's character. I can tell you that they're blank slates of stereotypes, generic anime protagonists, and the unfaithful, confused boyfriend. Oh my gosh, like,
I'm sorry,
I knew they were a terrible
couple. I can't disrespect though. Like, even the blank slate characters got more personality than Momo. That's it. That's it.
Like, I felt
like Momo and Toji were just on another level of some bullshit.
Exactly, bro. And I felt it was unnecessary. They're both hypocrites. Hypocrites. I was clapping when whenever Kyrie and their ship were on screen. I was clapping because that's the more positive ship. Their ship, Toji and Momo, were toxic. It was absolutely toxic, and it was bad for them because they don't trust each other and they're not really themselves around each other. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, she actually was herself. She didn't really change. She was herself, and Kyrie brought out the best in her. And Toji, he didn't really let her be her. I'll say that. Yes, she was her, and yes, he said, "Yeah, I believe you." He was like the silent romantic type. He was a silent romantic type, but he wasn't honest. He would keep things hidden. If he was honest and said, "Hey, yo, she's pulling some bullshit right now. Look, let me tell you how it is." Or also, he could have pushed Sai away instead of letting her kiss him so many times. He pushed her away later on in the fucking series, but he didn't have the balls to push her away early in the fucking series. You got me fucked up. And Momo had to see it twice. Olivia, I need to find out Worldwide Day of Play thing, because I was telling Jay, this is how I feel, right? So to give context, back early in the early 2000s, on Nickelodeon, they had this thing called Worldwide Day of Play. They still do. Worldwide Day of Play used to last all day long to like 3 p.m. from like 9 to 3. So you can watch shit. They would just have this fucking speech on loop and be like this. Worldwide Day of Play. We're not here right now. Come back soon. Go outside. Play sports. Worldwide Day of Play. We're not here right now. I'm like, bro, that's how I felt watching this fucking anime. I felt like I was back in time hearing the fucking Worldwide Day of Play shit on loop, knowing, being tortured that I can't watch my favorite cartoons. I'm like, why am I watching this? The whole time I'm like, why am I watching this? Oh my gosh, there's more episodes. Why are there more episodes? This shit could have ended already. Who gave the audacity to make more fucking episodes? It doesn't make sense. Like, why would you give it so much? It got me mad. I actually felt tight. Shit got me mad, bro.
Look the door, please.
My bad, Olivia. What were you saying?
Remember when I told you it gets worse and worse?
Look, I came in there optimistic. Olivia, you know, I went in there optimistic. I didn't want to see this shit bad. I had hope, but I just felt numb and numb and numb. I just felt more numb. I didn't feel anything. Past episode 7, I didn't feel shit. I just felt numb, and like when I had the end of the series, even though I got the ship I wanted, I felt like this. Yay. That's great. I felt so fucking underwhelmed. I felt underwhelmed, and after I was done with the series, I left and I was like, ugh. Like I shuddered and said, ugh. Like it actually just it made me cringe. I actually felt like, bro, it was a waste of my time. I could have watched so many better shows. So many better shows worth my time. So many. And I had to watch that. I was so mad. I actually felt like I was gonna die. I felt like I was dying a slow, painful death watching that shit.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Now, if you had to rate it out of 10.
I already gave it a rating 2 out of 10. This shit gets a Makoto disapproval. Fuck this anime. Makoto gives a heavy ass disapproval. Cause Makoto's annoying, but I know she would be like, fuck this shit. That's one thing I know she would curse this. Shit. Like, for real. No. I really felt pain. Like, I really felt insulted. This was like a turn off your brain anime. For how much bullshit the plot devices were, it really was like, just turn off your brain. Just accept it. Accept all this bullshit. And I'm like, no, it's unrealistic. This anime is unrealistic as fuck. I want Quinny to watch 3 episodes for me. I really do. I need to hear his opinion. I would ask him to watch the whole fucking series, but that's a little too much. Just 3 episodes. I wrote it down too. He ain't gonna do it.
Nah.
That shit's, bro.
Transfer to the EX.
That shit is.
This is an accessible
I don't know, man. Isn't that kind of torturous? I mean, I felt tortured watching that shit. That nigga's gonna feel even more tortured. I actually felt like I really felt tortured. And I couldn't wait for it to end. I could not. Like, I was happy that it was done. And I don't want to read the manga. I don't care. I don't want no part. I'm done. I don't ever want to see that shit again. I know I'll have to see it for editing this video. What do you mean there's more? Hold up.
In that anime. There's another anime I need you to watch.
This is as bad as this. I don't want to
Don't
do
you
this.
just love me? Aren't I like your favorite?
I love you, Olivia. You're my sis, but this anime was shit. This anime was actual shit. I
know.
never like. How did you find this?
Like I said,
Oh, repeat that. You kind of broke up a little. All right, I started a new recording. All right, talk to me.
alright, so there's more bullshit for you to watch. However,
Oh boy, oh boy.
before you get into that one,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get a palate cleanser.
What do you mean by palate cleanser?
To refresh your taste buds from this bullshit that you just read.
This shit was
Watch.
horrible, man. Oh my gosh. Like, I actually.
Give, to give back flavor to your anime watching dreams.
Olivia's gonna be coming with shit again. That's just gonna be coming with shit again.
So, the anime refresher that we're gonna have you watch is called Mexico Girl. What's it? Raising?
Not Magical Girl Crazy.
No, Raising Project.
Raging Project.
Raising. Like raising a
Raising.
chicken.
Oh boy.